of all, thank you for having me here, and thank God for, by the grace of God, I'm here on this earth, and I'm still here for a reason. There's no doubt about it in my mind. I've been blessed to be so fortunate and experience so many things in my life, and I'm just starting to realize at 40 that I really didn't know very much at all when I was younger. And the older you get, you realize the less you know, and then you actually start learning. I don't know if it makes any sense, but I've been real fortunate, and I started doing testimonials with the church in Picayune. Danny Jones at Resurrection Life does these kind of deals, and we've traveled, a little bit around the country. And really, my dream now has totally changed. When I was young, I wanted to be a pro football player or younger, a pro wrestler. And I'm going to try to let me explain myself. I'm scatterbrained, or as they say now, ADHD or whatever. But I always think about a lot, and it's hard to focus on one thing. I'm a big thinker, and so if I bounce around a little bit, bear with me. That's why I have this. I always write with Sharpies from science stuff, and that way I can read it. But just I'm going to bounce around a little bit, but I think it's going to help y'all, because it's helping me just talk about it, because as I relive it, I relearn it and pull things out of it that are actually helping me. But where was I? I really thought that football, wrestling, money, having an action figure, or being on a video game, or all these things were going to make me happy. I mean, I believe that. I mean, I really did. And a lot of people believe that still. And it's not. I mean, I don't mean to. I'm not trying to tell you to go for your dreams and achieve a lot, because there's a reason for you to do that. There's a reason to work hard and become something, because when you become something and succeed, you can help others, not yourself. That's what you got to realize. You got to get yourself out of your way. You got to become selfless. That's what Jesus talks about in a real simple way. Is you got to die to yourself, and it's something that takes time. You got to work on it. It's just like if you want to get in shape, you got to work out. If you want to become anything, you have to train and work at it. So every day you got to get up and mindfully think about what I want to do today with my soul, because the pastor of Resurrection Life said one thing in a service one morning, man, it hit me, and it's been with me ever since. Making decisions on eternal time, not about like now. Like, I'm going to decide something to do today that I want to do because it's fun. Well, think about how that's going to affect your soul eternally. Then that'll make you make a better decision. I mean, it really hit me. I'm like, wow, man, I wish somebody would have told me that 20 years ago. Because it's kind of like we get here in life and we get confused. We get domesticated, as I call it. We get told things that aren't always accurate and true, and we believe them, And sometimes you got to go through a lot of heartache and suffering to realize it. And I'd like to be able to talk to people and save them from that, Like I was saying, I thought wrestling and everything was going to fulfill my life, and it didn't. I mean, I was on TV making a lot of money. My marriage was a wreck. I was doing a lot of bad things, And I got in a place back in 2006 when I got released. My wife left me. I was living in a house in Indiana, a big house, my dream home, and I was all alone. And I mean, it hit me. I'm headed down the road to destruction, And I had to leave that house. I lost it. I moved back with my mom, and God humbled me. And he'll humble you in a way, in a shape, in a form you may not realize at that time. Why has this happened to me? Why me, God? Because he had to do that to save you. Because some people, you're destroying yourselves. I've lost a lot of good friends of mine in wrestling that were just good guys, but families making bad choices, and now they're not here anymore, And it's unfortunate that their kids and their wives don't have a dad, So, God steps in and tries to intervene, and he saved me. And I've been baptized and saved several times. I think it's something you got to redo to recommit yourself to him, because you get off track again. I mean, don't think by any means that I have it all together. Every day I'm fighting the battle, like Joyce Meyer's battlefield of mine. I mean, me and my wife, when we got back together second or third time, it was because of Joyce Myers, praying with her every day, getting up praying. Everything was going perfect then, because we were mindfully putting God, caring about each other, the kids first, not about stress, money, bills, jobs, because that takes you in roads and directions where you don't need to be. Because we all get raised thinking, oh man, I mean, I got to do this, that, and the other in this world, but that's not what's going to bring you eternal peace and happiness, you know. Because I know I was making $15,000, $20,000 a week, and I was not happy. I was the most unhappy. Now that I look back on it, I was going out every night. I was partying. I was lost. I was lost. And that's why you see so many people, you know, and it's tragic, so many famous, successful people, they end up passing away at young ages. Well, I mean, they had millions of dollars. Why were they doing all these negative things with pharmaceuticals or whatever? I mean, if they had all that, why were they over here? They weren't happy. They were lost, and they didn't even realize it. Nobody could stop them and save them. So, I mean, if I can speak to people, if somebody can come in and talk to young people or anybody and turn that light on, man, it's going to save you suffering, and it's going to save your life, and it's going to save your soul, and that's forever. And I mean, it's a hard thing for me to grasp. It's taking time to realize that your soul's forever. I mean, this body is just a car, you know. And I'm trying to stay to my notes. I'm kind of excited talking. I'm a little bit nervous with this thing here, this contraption, but bear with me. Because like I said on here, we always get insurance. Well, back to my point. The only thing that's going to make you happy and bring you peace is putting God and walking that road that Jesus did, you know. You can't do it exactly like it. Everybody has to find their own way, you know, because you have to make mistakes and you got to learn. Sometimes that's the best teaching and it's the most painful. But if you can understand that it's about helping people, it's really so simple. It's so simple, but it's so hard, you know. It's so profound, but it's not. If you can just get up and care about people, love people, and help them, you're going the right way, you know. Put other people first. Anytime I do something for somebody, it's like I get an automatic Scooby snack to my soul, you know. I mean, I'll feel better, I swear to God. Because, I mean, this summer I had to start a business. I wasn't making enough wrestling, so I started Heidenreich's Helping Hands. And it was like a cleaning business. But I started doing it just for older people that were friends or family and stuff. They couldn't afford to get their lawns done because some people overcharged or whatever. And that business grew into another business, pro lawn and car detailing. Somebody helped me organize those names and business cards because I could never do that myself. And that business has grown into that, but I wanted to do it like as a charity to help people. And that's, I mean, if we all start doing that, we could save the world. You know, people can't believe, oh, the world's so bad, nothing's ever, yeah, one person changing, helping, it's like a domino effect. And I mean, you know, it's on us. God's counting on us to save us. He's given us free will, you know, and, you know, it's a miracle, life in us. If you can, just the miracle of being alive and being healthy, being free, living in this country is so amazing we don't even realize it. And I didn't, let me get some water, so I traveled around.